Pete, and he's going to tell us a little bit about the Motorhome Diaries.
Mr. Pete.
So a lot of y'all know kind of what we're about, but I just want to give a brief overview for the people that are kind of new to what we're doing. Motorhome Diaries is myself, Jason Talley, and Adam Miller. And basically, Jason and I bought an RV. We put our year's worth of rent money into this RV, bought this RV, and our plan was to hit the road through the rest of the year, searching for freedom in America. We call it almost real-time documentary, so we have 60 or 70 videos up so far of people advancing the freedom movement in their own ways, trying to put a spotlight on them to motivate other people, to give them some props. And we have meetups such as this in different cities we go to try to connect people, to create some synergy. Adam joined our team. Originally it was going to be Jason, myself, and our buddy Tom that we're going to pick up about a month into it in Birmingham. And Adam emailed us and said, I like what you guys are doing. He heard about us through Allison Gibbs. And he basically said, I like what you're doing. I'd do anything to ride with you guys. So, anything. But we said, hey man, he's from just north of Milwaukee. We said, hey, we're going to be rolling through Chicago. You can roll with us for a few weeks until we pick up Tom. Tom later had to back out due to some financial issues. So Adam's been with us ever since, and it's been awesome. Like, Jason's kind of the creative brains behind the operation. I'm kind of the editing, like logistical guy, and Adam's the utility player. So we take turns driving. We think we've been doing good work. You know, I left my job at Bureaucrats to do this. Adam was making money playing poker full time, so he left that. He left his family. So I mean, we've all given up some stuff, but I think it's been successful so far. But we're going to do this to the end of the year. And, you know, it's great. It's great to see all y'all people here advancing the freedom movement. And we welcome any feedback or tips you guys have. We're just three guys, and we're trying to get better as we go so we can have a bigger impact. So
give us some anecdotes, some stories.
I mean, Jones County. Yeah, so some of you guys may have heard of Jones County. Basically, we left a meetup in New Orleans. We're going to go have breakfast with people in Mississippi, and then go to Nashville that evening, and we got stopped by the Jones County Sheriff's Department, supposedly for having temporary license tags. They hadn't seen those before, and long story short, we had arrested all of us. They ripped the video camera out of Jason's hand, even though it's legal to film. They pepper sprayed, choked, and tackled Jason for not showing ID, even though he wasn't the driver, so he didn't have to show ID per a Supreme Court ruling. And they put me in cuffs, threatened me with 10 years in federal prison for having 2 firearms on board, even though they were completely legitimate. They put us in a cage for 10 hours, and fortunately Jason was able to get a picture of Adam getting arrested before he was arrested and put it out through Twitter. And we had a lot of people, many of you guys included, help us out. Allison was one of the couple of people spearheading getting us out of jail. She ended up flying down to help us out, and you know, after we got taken into custody, we really didn't know what was going on, but we started hearing some things from the jailers. They wouldn't tell us the charges. They wouldn't let us make a phone call for 8 hours. And it turns out, like, just based on these twists, Jason was able to get out. The freedom movement came to support us, and they got 300 to 500 phone calls that day at the jail, and the governor's office, and attorney general's, and raised like $2,500 in a few hours, and to pay for our bond. So it was awesome for us to be able to get out of jail, obviously, but hopefully it motivates you guys and people you know to stick up for your rights, knowing that there's good people out there. So
Jones County.
Woo! Yeah.
I got a question. How do you justify driving on government roads?
That's a good question. That's a pragmatic issue we have to deal with, but we're trying to get to this volunteer society so one day those roads are privatized. Yeah, so far, another example of how great the freedom movement's been for us. We're just trying to put out a good content, and so far our gas money's been covered by contributions from people, so it's just another cool example. So if any of you guys have similar like wacky ideas like we had, like, and you're not content in your day job, like, get out there and do them, and you know, you only live once. So
I'll call you.